Roll an excitement check, folks, because we have quite the announcement to share today. We are thrilled to officially unveil Spice and Dice, a Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast set in the far corners of the Dune universe. This has been a much requested series after we did a mini campaign back in 2025, and folks who enjoyed those episodes will be happy to hear that we are partnering up once again with Noah Perito as our amazing dungeon master to launch this brand new show. We're hoping to make this podcast not only exciting for longtime Dungeons & Dragons fans, but also for people who don't know anything about D&D. Honestly, Leo and I don't have a ton of experience playing D&D, so Noah is truly going to be our guide, not only through the adventures that they'll be taking us on, but also through the actual playing of the game. There are so many excellent D&D podcasts out there that we're looking to for inspiration, but something that's always bothered us about them is just how much homework is required to get into the story. Campaigns can go on for dozens and dozens of episodes, and while there's value in that, it can make it really hard for a newcomer to jump in and enjoy the show. So our approach on Spice and Dice is going to be a little bit different. Our episodes are going to be shorter than your typical actual play podcast, and our campaigns are going to be more contained and focused. We're not going to release a campaign, for example, that runs for 50 plus episodes. So there's always going to be an easy point for a new listener to jump in and catch up with an adventure by just listening to a few episodes. The show is going to launch with our very first campaign, which we're calling Voices of the Jihad. In this story, Leo and I will be playing characters who have seen the darkest side of Paul Muad'Dib's Jihad and are setting out to try and assassinate the Emperor. We already have so many ideas for future campaigns beyond that, and we can't wait to dive into those. One of them, for example, Noah pitched to us as simply Annihilation, but on planet Ekaz. Oh, I can't wait for that one. We're also diving deep into the encyclopedia to pull inspiration and build stories around some of the more niche entries. So if you're a big Dune fan, and even if you're not a big D&D fan, we're hoping this show will still be your cup of spice tea. We are hard at work on this first campaign, and we're aiming for a Q4 2026 release of the show, just ahead of the third film. What you're going to hear today is a 10-minute preview from that first campaign, Voices of the Jihad. We've been having a ton of fun making this show, and we're so excited for y'all to hear it. Thanks as always for listening and joining us on this golden path. All right, here's the preview.
Year 10207 AG. Arrakis. The Palace of Arrakeen, Paul's Keep, is the single most colossal structure built in all of human history. Large enough to fit a dozen ancient cities within, it is constructed in mere years by a workforce taken from worlds across the Imperium. Traveling through this megastructure has taken days, as you have been forced to move quietly and carefully to avoid Fadakan guards as you've crept past terraces the size of mesas, squares and parks of cultured wilderness as large as cities, crossing footbridges constructed of crystal-stabilized gold and platinum, even passing by the Emperor's immense throne room, his Hagar emerald throne but a glint of green far in the distance. You have avoided the temptations of treasures and hoards of spice until finally, after all this time and all this planning, you have made it to the Sietch above the sand, Paul's private bedchambers, the residence of the man responsible for the Fremen Jihad and the misery it has spread across the galaxy. When will he face those he has taken so much from? Right now. Abu and Leo, would you care to introduce your characters and perhaps give us a description of them?
Oh my god, you go first. I don't want to breathe. I don't want to make too much noise because we're going to get fucking discovered. Stressful. Stressful.
Right. So stressful. So I am playing Bruhan Murky. Bruhan is a 43-year-old human. Height 5'9", not that that matters. Maybe he rounds up to 6 on Hinge.
I was going to say, I saw his dating profile on Hinge. It said 6 feet tall. What are you talking about?
He looks 6 feet at a distance.
From a distance, right. His current profession is fisherman, but he is a retired former intelligence specialist in the Fremen ranks.
Classic pipeline.
everything changed when the one thing he never thought would happen happened. The Gizarate and the Fremen troops showed up on his homeworld of Maris, and the Jihad had finally come for his home.
So I'm hearing spoiled, 5'7", rebellious.
5'7".
What a catch. What a catch.
You reduced him by 2 inches. You cut him down.
Was he 5'9"?
He was 5'9".
I heard he was 5'5".
It's 6 foot if you're looking at him from the right angle.
Well, I'm very excited to be trying to kill the Emperor with this kind of company. My God.
Hell yeah.
He's 4'3". He's so tall. Yeah, the name's Volin Tosk. I am also, as it turns out, from Maris. We got a couple of Marin boys just out here on a sandy planet far from home.
The Marin boys.
Growing up in Yako, it was not plan A. I was not like, I'm going to go and try to kill the Emperor. But what I will say about my life as Volin is I am the kind of guy who, like, when I see that something needs to be done, needs doing, I will try my hand at it. I've never assassinated an emperor before, but if you look out at the fucking lives lost, it's obvious that he needs to be stopped. So here I am.
You two take up your positions, ready to take down the Emperor of the known universe, when you hear the scrambling of footsteps from behind you. Wait, we must consult the cards. And you turn to see a small cloaked human, their face obscured by a dark veil, the self-proclaimed prescient psychic Trionfi Maniaco, aka the Reader, the keystone of this assassination, rushes up to you. Their ability to utilize the Dune Tarot to predict the path has helped you navigate this palace up to this point. You do have doubts whether the cards are revealing hidden clues and interfering with Paul's prescience, or if Trionfi just happens to have an insight into the guards' watches. Either way, without them, it would have been very challenging to get this far. This individual saw potential in you, saw in the cards that you were fated to do this task. We think it's kind of unclear if the Dune Tarot works. Either way, you are here. You are right in front of this door, the small figure just sitting down, literally between you and your goal, cross-legged, pulling out a card and placing it before you all. Oh, the 10 of Chris knives.
What does that mean?
Well, it is how you say rock bottom. That or we will find 10 Chris knives that we can use to stab the Emperor with. So either way, it's a sign that there's no way to go but up.
I guess that's kind of a Chris Knife half full perspective. Yeah.
This is great, but is now the time to be doing this? We are outside of the Emperor's door.
Bruhan, I hear you, but I feel like this is also exactly the time because we don't know what's on the other side of this.
Also true.
Our target.
I mean,
let's finish the job.
Bruhan, I feel like if we don't have to wake him up with a big, announcing our arrival, kicking in the door, all that. If we don't have to do that, maybe we try to, really ease the door open silently.
I agree. Absolutely. Yeah, we have every advantage right now. We have Trionfi with the deck of cards, so we should be blind to prescience. I don't think we blow our advantage.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, why don't you both give me stealth checks as you proceed towards the Emperor?
Well, I rolled a 19.
Okay.
I
believe, Leo, you rolled a 1?
I rolled a 1 with a -1 modifier, takes me down to a delightful 0.
You rolled a natural 1?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm like, let's be really quiet.
We're starting off with an absolute critical failure.
It's an incredible way to start an assassination. Bruhan, you have military training.
I do.
So you put your hand on the door, and with a bit of effort, you are able to slowly push it open and peer inside. And as the doors open, They revealed the private bedchambers of Emperor Paul Atreides, a large room accented with the deep orange hangings of a traditional desert still tent, yellow glow globes, and shelves holding various desert treasures and mementos. Thick curtains of green and black, the color of the House Atreides, flow from the ceiling, trimmed with gold and occasionally highlighted by red hawks, the sigil of this ancient house. The bedroom itself is Spartan in decoration. Like, what I've described is all it has. There's not like, there's no portraits, there's no like grand like displays of wealth. Despite everything that this emperor has and has stood for, this bedroom is relatively plain. I mean, it's grand, but it's definitely like not flashy by any means, which does surprise you, I think.
Right.
Your attention is pulled from this luxurious space by the main feature of the chamber, this large king-sized, or should I say emperor-sized, bed. A pool of woven silken sheets with a few cushions near the top, the threads glittering in the dim light of these glow globes. 2 person-sized lumps in the center, unmoving, the blanket pulled over them. You see all of this, and then Volan, you go like, what are we looking at? And peer over, and then the two of you just like stumble into the room like very loudly. And just Trionfi is like, oh god, and like walks in and then trips over you, and the cards go flying everywhere. Oh god, so sorry.
Ow! Sorry.
Both of you.
Sorry.
Both of you. Shh. Jesus Christ.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
I normally way quieter.
Collect yourselves, both of you.
You're right.
I was unlucky, all right? I was unlucky.
I stow my laser gun because this clearly doesn't look like a long-range situation. There aren't any guards in here that I need to immediately shoot. And instead, I pull out my kinjal and quietly tiptoe into the room, trying to shush both of these 2 fools who are still collecting themselves. I'm ignoring the red flags that clearly Volan perhaps is picking up on. I have kinjal in hand and I am tiptoeing toward that bed. This is ending tonight in mere moments.
You feel your heart pounding in your chest, but you steady it. You've been in situations similar to this before. You know what needs to be done, and you prepare your blade for the kill.